Here we go. Time to work on our Social Security. The way it's paid in, the payroll tax needs to be bumped up a little bit. And also the cap can be raised. They can pay more in to get a bigger check. The average person paying it in is not getting enough on the other end. Seniors today can barely make rent and afford the cost of living. And some not even making it, causing them to go into debt or spend what little bit of savings they got left. Healthcare premiums continue to rise, go out of control. And they're not allowing you to pay in more, leaving you short on the other end. You've got to increase it 1-2% as they pay it in. And then on the other end, if they want to pay in extra, they can. That'll build up the whole pot of Social Security, securing funds for the future. But the main thing is corruption and greed continues to play a major role in our Social Security system. There's fraud in Medicare, Medicaid, throughout the system, all because of Washington's dirty corruption and politics. They're putting a strain on the American people, especially our seniors. They worked this whole time, have very little to nothing to live on. The current economy is crushing them, driving them to even some becoming homeless, all because of the corruption in Washington. It's time to put new measures in place. We've got to put caps on the amount of health care premiums that could rise in any one given year based on their income. Right now, healthcare price premiums are outpacing general inflation. That's ridiculous. It should stay just within their reach. And it's not, because it's taken more and more out of their checks every year. And they have little to nothing to live on already. Time to get the corruption out of there. We've got to put those safety caps back in there for our seniors and let our workers pay in a little more so they'll have a little extra on the other end. But that starts in Washington, in Congress. It's time to get them corrupted, polluted leaders out of there. Start putting them in jail. Need term limits. We got to stop that insider trading. If you put a stop to that insider trading, that'll take away corporates and special interest leverage that they have on Congress. So every time they go to start a business or something, they're offering them shares in exchange. Instead of the corporations having to pay a bunch of money to them, they give them shares of their company because it ain't costing the corporations nothing. And those shares, we're actually buying the services and goods as their shares goes up. So that's our money that's basically spreading the corruption through Washington because they allow insider trading. It's one of the main reasons wrong with this Congress. That's where they get their money, and that's where they're hiding it all. We got to put an end to that, and that'll take away corporate's power and influence over Washington. And anybody that's currently serving in Washington shouldn't be allowed to do insider trading. They need to start locking them up, put laws into place, take away corporate and special interest group power to influence our Congress. And that'll clean them up across the board. And they'll start making better decisions for the American people. Time to drain the swamp. Till next time.